Previously on One Life to Live.
Are you sure your mother didn't think she was pregnant before you were with her in Chicago?
Yeah, I'm positive. Why?
Natalie's in love with Christian. You need to leave Blandview for good. Leave in town tonight.
Running away is never the answer.
It's time to tell the truth. The whole truth about Joanna. I know exactly what happened. I know what happened to Joanna. You killed her, and you and I both know it.
I did not kill my wife.
Okay, if you want.
I loved Joanna. She was my life.
You didn't actually kill her. But you may as well have.
You have no idea what happened, Lindsay.
You are solely responsible for Joanna's death.
Oh, good. I'm not late.
You're right on time. Did you leave that note for your mom?
Yes, I'm all ready for our first pre-Cana conference. I'm
Cool.
so excited. Aren't you?
Yeah. Mommy.
Oh, Chris, Jen, I just came for confession. I never dreamed I'd run into you.
What's wrong?
So afraid that you'd never want to speak to me again after what happened at the shower. I'm so sorry, Jen.
What did you do, Mom?
I didn't mean to say it, but
But what?
your foolish mother let everyone know how Natalie feels about you.
It was you? You're the one who did it?
Christian, I'm glad she did. I needed to know. And I don't blame Natalie for loving you, but she should have been honest with me. So let's just go find Father Diaz, okay?
Yeah, all right. Oh, I'm gonna need to talk to you, Mom.
Of course, Mio, but after the pre-Cana.
You coming?
In a minute. Don't blame yourself, Mrs. Vega. It's not your fault.
Well, I appreciate that, but
It isn't. I hate to say this, but if anybody's to blame, it's Natalie.
I can't wait for you to meet Michael.
Michael! Oh, I like that name. Well, if he convinced you to stay in town, then I definitely owe him a personal thank you.
Well, that's weird. He was just out here. I wonder where he went.
Victoria Lord Davidson. If only she knew.
Why aren't you answering me?
I'm sorry. I don't understand why you would think that I'm lying to you.
You said you thought you were pregnant before you and I were together.
Yeah, that's right.
That's not what Carrie said.
Why? What'd she say?
This is when she was with you in Chicago. Which is after you and I were together, right?
So? What about Chicago?
You told her then. You told her in Chicago that you thought you might be pregnant. You said you had just realized it. You said you were in shock. So which was it? Which was it, Liz? Why did you tell me one thing and Carrie something else? Is it because I really am the father of your baby?
Troy may be a good and caring man, but you're a good and caring woman.
Oh, yes, I know I am, but sometimes not as much as I'd like to be.
All you want to do is help the man you love.
I know, I just don't think I can help Troy.
What do you mean?
Look at this.
Never forget. What does this mean?
I don't have a clue.
Well, did Troy mention anything about a gift?
Well, actually, when I was there, he got all upset about a gift that he'd been giving. He thought I'd sent it to him.
Why did he accuse you?
Well, as it turns out, I did send him a present. I sent him a medical bag, and when I explained that to him, then he calmed down.
Well, why was he so upset? What was the gift?
I don't know. He wouldn't say. And then I asked his sister. She clammed up, too.
That's weird.
Yes, I know. He definitely got something tonight that upset him. I just can't help wondering what it was and who said it.
What's the matter, Troy? You look a little shocked. Of course, then I understand that you should be a little shocked.
No, Lindsay. You don't understand anything.
Of course I do. I understand that you set the chain of events in motion that led to Joanna's death, and you did it deliberately.
There's no chain of events. I never wanted anything to happen to Joanna. I loved her.
You loved her? And that's why you played a little trick on her. Did you do that often? In your marriage, figure out ways to hurt your wife?
I never wanted to hurt Joanna.
What was it then, a game?
No. It wasn't a game.
Oh, no, I know what it was. It was a lesson. Yes, that's what it was. It was a lesson so that you could show Joanna that what she was doing was wrong.
All right, Lindsay, why don't you just knock it off, okay?
Well, why should I do that when I'm just getting to the good part? The amulet you wore around your neck. You took the amulet off.
Just stop, Lindsay.
And then you went into the bedroom and you made love
I said
to Joanna.
stop! Now stop.
And then after that, nothing was ever the same, was it? No, shortly after that, Joanna was dead.
I really wanted you to meet Michael.
Well, I wanted to meet him too, but since he doesn't seem to be here at the moment, why don't you tell me about your young man instead?
Well, he's not really my young man.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was really old-fashioned of me, wasn't it?
No, I mean, it's not like that. I just met him.
Oh.
I don't really know that much about him.
Okay, what do you know about him?
Just that he's really nice. I mean, he always has the right thing to say to make me feel better.
Well, I'm glad. He made you feel better enough to make you stay in Landview. I hope you know that I would have been terribly, terribly unhappy if you had left.
Really?
Yeah, really. Oh, really. Sweetheart, you're my daughter, and you are so precious to me. What happened? I mean, well, why would you want to leave?
Today was just really horrible.
Well, why? I mean, it was Jen's shower, right?
Yeah. Jen found out that I'm in love with Christian.
What?
Yeah, I mean, she thinks that I'm supposed to be her friend, and she finds out I'm in love with her fiancé.
Oh, honey. Oh. Hank, what are you following me?
I wanted to speak with you in private.
Why, so you could berate me some more? I don't think so.
I don't want to fight anymore.
Gee, you could fool me.
Some of what you said before was more right than I'd like to admit.
My. Chuck one up for the fake shrink.
You're not going to make this easy, are you?
No. Why should I?
The truth is, I am mad at myself for missing my chance with you.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I know how much you like to be right.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
And you are right most of the time. And you're smart about people, Red, including me.
Sometimes I think I'm too smart for my own good.
Look, if it's not too much to ask, I'd like to try again.
Try again? How?
I know you're married. I don't begin to understand it, but I know. But being married doesn't mean you can't have friends.
And?
And we were good friends before. And I think we could be again. What do you say?
What?
You're still doing it. You're still trying to figure out what's bothering Troy.
Yes, of course I am. But it's going to stop right here and now. Because when he's ready to tell me, he'll tell me, right? Right. Okay.
Wow. If it isn't two of my favorite women.
RJ, I didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I had some business here, but I did get your call about needing to talk to me, so what's going on?
Laura, would you mind giving us a few minutes?
Well, go right ahead. I wouldn't want to stand in the way of father-daughter bonding.
Okay.
Well, is everything okay?
You know that my mom is going to stay here now in Landview through my pregnancy.
Yeah. And don't worry about me giving Elizabeth a hard time. I mean, we're adults. If need be, we'll just go our separate ways.
Actually, that's not what this is about. My mom is looking for a place to rent now.
Yeah, so?
So, when she finds one, I'm gonna move in with her.
You're not the father of my baby. I'm sure of it.
And what Carrie said?
Well, it was just a misunderstanding.
No, Carrie misunderstood.
Yes. Look, even though I thought I might be pregnant, I never knew I actually was until Carrie's test turned back positive after the embryo transplant. Up till then, it was all just speculation.
Yes, I know. Carrie told me about the whole procedure. What I don't get is why Carrie said you were acting surprised in Chicago when you thought you might already be pregnant.
I was in shock because my surrogate just backed out at the last minute. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I was in a panic.
Which is why Carrie was so confused.
Yes. All she knew was how upset I was, and that's when she volunteered to help me. And after that, everything just happened so fast.
I know she really wants you to have this baby.
I know. And I'm sorry because I know what a huge strain this whole thing's been on you and Carrie. I want you to know that I never ever asked her to do this for me. She wanted to do it. She's just an amazing, unselfish, wonderful woman.
I know. Which is why it kills me to lie to her.
I hate it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you seem a lot better at it than I am.
What makes you think you know anything about what happened between me and Joanna?
I went to Africa.
You did what?
While you thought I was safely tucked away in Miami, I was actually in Africa talking to people about the story of Joanna MacGyver.
You're insane.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I was researching a crime.
Who did you talk to?
What difference does it make? It's not a secret what happened between you and Joanna. Everyone there knew you.
Who did you talk to, Lindsay?
You were the golden couple. You were young, beautiful, so in love. You had the kind of love people only dream about, which is what they remember and what they talk about. And believe me, they're still there talking.
How long are you going to drag this out, Lindsay? Just tell me what they said.
A lot. Because you weren't very discreet. You felt guilty about what happened to Joanna, so you started drinking. And you were drinking, and you were talking, because you were trying to purge your guilty soul. And the people you talked to didn't forget the things you told them about what happened that night.
I see, that's where you're wrong, Lindsay. People don't know anything about what happened between me and Joanna. They just made it up.
No, it's a true story. The tragic story of a charismatic doctor and his tempestuous wife who had that special kind of spark in her eye. Even when she was calm, she had kind of a fire.
All right, that's
in
enough.
her eye.
I don't want to hear you talking about Joanna.
And I won't forget when you started talking about the amulet. You told me about the amulet, the special powers that it had. Then once I heard the story of you and Joanna, I understood why you took it off. You want to forget that part of your life.
You think you know everything, don't you, Lindsay? Well, you don't.
Because you and Joanna shared an amazing passion. The kind of passion that only comes along once in a lifetime. The kind of passion that kills.
I know how much what I said earlier must have upset you.
It's really okay. I'm fine. Besides, if I'm gonna marry Christian, I'm gonna have to get used to it.
Get used to what? Christian's very kind and decent, and he's a very committed man.
No, I know he is. I'm just saying he's such a good-looking man, and he's such a great guy. Lots of women are gonna be attracted to him. And some of them might throw themselves on him.
I know the type.
But they don't matter. None of them matter because I'm the one carrying Christian's baby.
Well, it's not only the baby, Jen. Christian's made a commitment to you.
Yeah, I know.
Still, some women are very persistent. They won't let anything stop them. Not even a baby.
Well, if you're worried about Natalie, don't be. She's leaving Landview. For good.
Honey, I'm sorry that you can't be with Christian. But you know, your friend Michael is right. Leaving town would never be the solution.
I guess.
Sweetheart, this is your home now. This is where you belong with us. We're your family. We want to help you. I want to help you.
Yeah, but you're already going through so much right now.
Hey, I'll be fine as long as I have both my girls with me, okay?
Even when you found out about Dr. Balsam?
Yeah. It was very hard. Very hard finding out that I had twins and I didn't know it. But let me tell you something, it must have been much harder for you, darling. You've been the biggest victim in all of this. I mean, I didn't know that I had twins. I didn't know that one of my children was missing.
So you're saying that if you had known, that you would have searched for me?
Are you kidding? To the ends of the earth.
I don't blame you, Mom. None of this was your fault. And, you know, all that matters now is that we're together.
Well, when are you moving?
I don't know. Soon, though.
Okay. It's fine.
But it's not fine. It's not fine at all, is it?
Hi, Troy. It's Nora. I know that you don't want to be bothered because your phone's turned off, so you probably want to be alone, and that's why I didn't call the loft. And now I'm officially babbling. Okay, I guess I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry if I was insensitive before, and I love you, all right? I just love you very, very much.
So why are you doing this, Lindsay?
Doing what? Telling the truth?
No, you're not telling the truth, Lindsay. You want to tell the truth, you tell Nora everything about me and Joanna. You chose to torture me instead.
Because I wanted to be alone in a room with you to see the look on your face. I wanted to know if the story was true. And as it turns out, you know better than the rest of us.
I never pretended to be perfect.
No, but you have a perfect life, don't you? Happily in love with the perfect woman while I spent day after terrifying day fighting for my life in that prison.
You brought that on yourself, Lindsay.
Oh, and I blame myself. I even felt guilty for what I had done to Nora.
You feel guilty?
Oh, I felt guilty. Because I was the evil and immoral Lindsay, and you beat that into me. You wanted me to hate myself for the rest of my life. And for what? If you think about it, what did I really do? Except love you too much. And try to keep from being punished for a mistake that I made.
A mistake? No, Lindsay, it wasn't just a mistake.
Well, you were seducing and betraying me in the most humiliating way possible. Convincing me that you loved me and that you wanted to marry me.
What about what you did, huh?
You have no idea what you did to me, do you? You conned me into thinking that you loved me and that you were going to marry me.
You held Nora prisoner. You kept her away from her family, away from her own son.
And you knew I was vulnerable. You knew I would fall for it.
And what about what you did to my brother?
And if that wasn't enough, you tried to scare me half to death by pretending to be Colin. And I still put my life on the line for you. I risked my life to save you.
I'm not proud of what I did.
Well, you're not proud.
It was the only way to get you to admit to the truth, though.
And after you got me to admit it, what did you do? You smiled and you said, I gotcha.
Because I had finally gotten the truth.
You broke my heart into 1,000 pieces. And then you sent me off to prison. Well, you are as close to a cold-blooded murder as one can get, and you are walking around scot-free.
No, Lindsay. I'm not free.
You know what the damnedest thing is, Troy? Nora has no idea what kind of a monster that you are. But she will. She will. I remember the last time that you had me up against this wall. And we ended up making love.
I don't want to make love to you, Lindsay. It's not what I want to do to you.
You want to kill me? Is that what you want to do?
You know, Nora's really worried about... What's going on here? Wait, what are you doing?
She knows, Emily.
Knows?
Lindsay knows everything about Joanna.
Oh, that gives me so much peace of mind. Natalie really is leaving town?
That's what she said.
Good. I'm afraid I never liked that girl.
I don't know. From what I understand about Catholicism, everybody's sins can be forgiven.
Well, it's nice to see you're already learning so much about your new religion. But we have our work cut out for us if we're to get all the lessons in before the wedding.
Yeah, I'll make sure I know everything there is to know right in time for the wedding. I know how important religion is to Mrs. Vega and her family, and I'm going to be part of that family soon.
Oh, Father Diaz, I know how much work there is yet to be done, and I'm willing to do my part. I've already started planning the rehearsal dinner.
Oh, that reminds me.
Something I can do, Jen?
No, you've already done so much. But there's something really important I need to take care of right away.
You really are quite an amazing young woman, you know that? And of course you're right. All that really matters is that we are together now. Still, I want to know, I need to know why I can't remember, why one of my children was taken away from me, why Allison would switch one twin with another.
Yeah, I still don't get that either.
I went to see Allison today, and then I went to see Roxanne.
Did they tell you anything?
Well, nothing that made any sense yet, no.
Well, you know, it doesn't really matter what Allison or Roxy did because neither one of them stole Jessica from the delivery room. That was my so-called dad, Dr. Balsam. He's the one who did that.
Yeah. And I think that he was probably involved in switching you and Jessica as well. But I'm also beginning to think that the real culprit in all of this was a man named Mitch Lawrence.
Who's that?
Mitch Lawrence was evil personified. He was the most depraved human being I've ever known. He was the one who programmed Allison to kidnap you, which she did, even though he was long dead by that time.
So weird.
Yeah. But you know what? If he could do that, then who's to say he didn't engineer taking Jessica from the delivery room as well?
Please don't tear yourself up about this. Like I said, all that matters now is we're together. Just leave Mitch dead and buried where he belongs.
Well, maybe that's both some information. Hello? Hello? Who's this? I would like to be friends with you again. I would like that very much.
I'm glad to hear that.
I do have one question, though. I know I'm going to sound just like a shrink.
Sure. Go ahead.
Downstairs you were attacking me, and now you want to be a friend.
Yes, I do.
Can you tell me what made you change your mind?
A friend. Someone who will help me see things differently.
Is it the woman downstairs?
Yes.
Who is she to you?
Like I said, a friend.
A good friend?
What does it matter?
Oh, it's just...
You're jealous.
No.
You are jealous.
No, of course I'm not. Well, maybe just a little. She's very pretty.
You are jealous of a woman I've known for more than 20 years? While you were the one that went out and got married?
Touché.
I know you're not happy about this, but, you know, it is my mom's child that I'm carrying her. I want her to be as close as possible through the pregnancy.
I understand. I do. I really do.
I mean, I know you don't understand why I even reconciled with her after she kept the truth about your being my father from me.
Well, no. No, I am still mad about that. I probably will always be, but... Look, Carrie, I know you don't want to hear this. But to my mind, your mother, Elizabeth, always seems to find a way of putting her needs first. And I'm just trying to make sure that this time you're not the one who gets burned.
I can't believe that you're accusing me of being a better liar than you are. We both agreed that Carrie can never know the truth because it would destroy her.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean I have to like it.
Well, you think I do? Wait a minute. You promised me that you and I could put our differences aside for Carrie's sake.
Our only difference is that you want to lie.
Yeah, to protect her. Hello? That's what parents do. That's what I've done for Carrie her whole life. You want to protect her too, don't you? Which in my book makes you just as big a liar as I am.
Don't you think I know it?
Well, then why are you laying all this on me anyway? We both want to do everything we can to protect Carrie because we both love her.
Hello? Hello? Must be a wrong number. Or maybe just a bad connection. Hello?
Mrs. Davidson? Hi, it's Jen.
Jen. Hello? Did you just call here?
No, why?
That's not important. What can I do for you?
This is kind of awkward, but I need you to send Natalie's dress over to my new maid of honor, Marcy Walsh.
Okay.
And I really need her to have it as soon as possible. How soon is Natalie leaving town?
Natalie's not leaving town.
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean?
I mean, Natalie's not going anywhere.
No, she has to leave. She can't stay here.
Jennifer, what Natalie does with her life has absolutely nothing to do with you.
I'm sorry. It's just, do you have any idea what Natalie's done to me? I have a child to think about, and I don't want anything stressing me out right now. And Natalie being here in Lambview, that's a huge stress.
Jen, I will have the dress sent over to Miss Walsh first thing in the morning. But Natalie is not leaving town, okay? She's been kept from us for far too long as it is. This is her home, and this is where she belongs with her family. Goodbye. Oh, hey, what are mothers for?
Everything all right here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we were just having a little difference of opinion on whether or not Carrie and I should rent your house.
There you go. Yeah, okay. I'm on my way. I gotta get to the station.
You know what? It's late. I have to go, too. I'll walk you out, Antonio, all right?
Yeah, I should leave then, too.
No, you don't have to. Stay. Carrie's supposed to meet you here, isn't she?
Yeah.
Good. All right, then stay. Look around. Hank, if you're staying, would you mind locking up for me after they see the house?
No problem.
Thank you. So, call me. If you're interested, of course.
I will.
Nice to see you again.
You too.
Antonio?
Antonio?
Hank?
Okay, Liz, what is it, huh? What's going on with you and Antonio?
Oh, Hank. Things have just gotten a little crazy.
Well, you know, he can be a little hot-headed. You just have to give him time.
No. It's not going to change. Ever.
Why? Why not? Penny, something's really bothering you. Now, what is it?
I met Antonio before I ever got to Landview. I didn't even know his name.
You met Antonio, as in...
Yeah. We made love. And you know the baby that Carrie's caring for me? It's Antonio's.
I mean, what you said hurt a lot of people. And most of all, Jen.
I know that. And I talked to Jen, and she's all right with it.
Well, yeah, well, maybe she said that, but I don't think she's all right.
She meant it.
She was still hurt, Mom. I mean, come on. It was her bridal shower. And you said that Natalie was in love with me in front of everyone.
Milo, I'm not so sure Jen's the one you're worried about. I think you're still being protective of Natalie.
Father Diaz,
Yes?
I was wondering if I could do all the pre-K in today's session.
In one session?
So we don't have to meet every day. I mean, I just have so much to do before the wedding.
Well, I understand, but that's simply not possible.
What's going on?
Well, Jennifer was just asking if we could cover all the pre-K material today.
But why? Why the hurry?
Because I want to change our plans. I want to get married tomorrow.
All right, let me go make the arrangements to have that dress sent over in the morning. I don't even want you to think about it, okay?
Thank you. You're the best. Hello?
Natalie, it's Michael.
Hi. It's for me. What happened to you? I brought my mom out onto the terrace to meet you, and you were gone.
Well, you and your mother needed time alone.
Well, she's really grateful for you keeping me in Landview. She wants to meet you.
Oh, I'd like that. Natalie, you all right?
I don't know. Just this house, it's more lonely, you know, at night.
Well, you're never truly alone. He is always with you.
Yeah, well, is God gonna help me sleep? Because all I do is lie in my bed and stare at the ceiling.
Don't do that. Trying to fall asleep with a troubled mind never works.
Yeah. Just wish I had someone to talk to.
Well, you can always talk to me.
Even now?
Of course. Why not?
How could you and Antonio do this?
But I didn't know who he was. He didn't know who I was. I just lost Steve. He just lost Carrie. I don't know. It just happened.
And that's your excuse.
You weren't there. You don't know what we were going through.
But to have Carrie carry this baby?
I didn't know Antonio was her fiance when we did the procedure. I agreed because I
I wanted to have another baby so much.
So you didn't know?
No. Antonio didn't know either until after we did the embryo transplant.
But obviously Antonio knows now.
No, not that he's the father of the baby. I told him it was Steve's.
He doesn't know it's his kid?
No. Please, you can't tell Carrie. You can't tell anybody.
Not telling RJ that he was Carrie's father. Or Carrie. It cost me a lot, Liz.
What are you saying?
I should be going.
No, come on, please. Hey, come on. You can't tell anybody about this.
Sorry, Liz. Not this time.
What's going on?
Lindsay knows everything about Joanna?
Yes.
Did you tell her?
No. She went to Africa. Someone told her there. I'm pretty sure I know who.
So she's known about this for a while.
Apparently.
Well, that's not so bad.
Not so bad?
Look, I know I don't know the whole story, but no matter what it is, Lindsay's had all this time to tell Nora, and she hasn't. So she'll probably keep her mouth shut.
No. No, she won't. Lindsay's just twisting the knife and waiting.
Waiting for what?
Waiting to get me so worked up that I'd confirm it. And I just did. Now she's gonna tell Nora everything.
You have the papers.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for meeting me at the hotel.
Absolutely, no problem. We're all set for the 17th, and we'll meet at my office next time, okay?
Thank you, Mrs. Buchanan.
Please, it's Nora.
Nora.
Nora, thank you.
Well, hello, Nora. What a lovely evening, isn't it?
Yes, it certainly was.
Glad you're still here.
Actually, I'm leaving right now.
No, not yet. You're not.
What is it, Lindsay?
Well, I just got back from Troy's, and something's come up. Something really big that I think you really need to know about.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
I need to know if there's any chance that baby Carrie's pregnant with is mine.
I'm glad you decided to stay in Landview.
Why the rush all of a sudden? What's going on?
If Lindsay tells Nora, I am going to lose Nora forever.
I know something you don't.